All right, just wanted to talk about a trade here recently on with the kind of the updated quick hits tools. And the biggest difference that we've done on these tools here is that first of all, you can see kind of so on this is a 2-minute chart, and I've got the quick hits, the 2-minute, the 4-minute, the 10, the 20, the 30-minute, and then the hourly. And on this particular one, I've got the 10-minute one highlighted. Okay, and that's the thicker one here. And with this tool, I can also see things like alerts when something happens with it, because that's something that we didn't have before. And so right here, so turn down, which means 10T to the downside, but also turn up and cross up and then cross down. So those are alerts that'll come up as well. So the trade that I was looking at here is just kind of watching, and we're just kind of going down. This is kind of just kind of going down, 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 down. And then I noticed that I was looking to see like, okay, we got a lot of support here, around 4,100-ish. And I'm looking for that turn in the 10-minute. And so we turned higher, okay, 10T. And then shortly thereafter, we crossed higher. All right, so that's good. All right, so at that point then, what I'm looking for is, can we start making our way back up to 4,150? Now, the tough thing on something like this is that, I don't want to buy like a Delta 70 call. They're pretty expensive. You can, but, the market's been a little volatile. It was getting towards the end of the day. Is this something that's going to, it's going to be a kind of a quicker trade. So I wanted to try to get as high a probability potential trade that I could without, meaning that if it didn't work, it's like asymmetrical risk. Like if it didn't work, like, okay, not the end of the world, but if it did work, it'd be a nice payout. So, so I threw out an iron fly up here at the 4,150 strike, and I did one. And then I also even did one for the next day because I thought that, okay, if it doesn't hit today, maybe it'll hit tomorrow. But then what I'm watching for is evidence that I'm wrong. So here I can see a turn, right? It's like, okay, the 10 minutes turning, it hasn't crossed below zero, okay? That's usually a flag that it's like, okay, the trade's over for now. But it's turning, okay? But then we turn back higher. Okay, good. All right, that's fine. We're good to go. And then, we turn lower again. Okay, it's a heads up, but we're not coming down. We're not crossing. The 10 minutes not crossing below zero. And then lo and behold, we turn back higher, meaning like, okay, it's all good. And, that'll happen. You're going to get some wiggles, but I just want to, I want to kind of see those wiggles just to know, because 10 turn can lead to a cross, and a lot of times, cross oftentimes can turn into a bigger, heavier selling. In this case, it didn't. When I saw that 10 crossing back up, that's what really caught my attention. And then this is just kind of helping me manage the trade. And then you can see the color of these bars. I've got them also in tune with the 10 minute. So in this case, if it's light blue, the 10 minute's still ascending higher. When it turns purple, it's turning down a little bit. Okay, but we can see here it doesn't last very long. And then finally, although we don't make it to 4,150, we get pretty close. And on this particular one, we were just kind of looking at 25 lot iron fly. We did this one today. That was good for $18,000. I think it was whatever the amount of points on that was. It was anyway, my math brain isn't working today. But then I also set one up. This case, this will expire on Tuesday, and we set it up at 1675. Right now, it's kind of a smaller profit. And then, really, if we can, get up to 12 points, rally 12 points, and if we pin at 4,150, obviously that's going to be the biggest bang for the buck. But even if we're just quiet tomorrow, and we're kind of trading within the expected move, then my goal would be like, okay, can we, we bought this for 16, can we buy it back at 8? Of course, in a perfect world, we actually pin at 4,150 and we keep all of it. But that's, bulls make money, bears make money, pigs get slaughtered. But that's what we looked at for today. And what's nice about this is that these quick hits tools are just helpful in managing that. And of course, you can do this directionally. We also got a trade on in NVDA. Let's see what this one looks like here. And in this one, we put it on a little bit ago. And it was actually, gosh, where are we here? Let me find the actual position here, because this one, we put this on last week, NVIDIA. And so the idea of this is we bought the in-the-money 280 call, and we did it when it was at 283. So I remember that. And we sold the out-of-the-money call to kind of help with some of the theta decay in case we had any. And, right now it's up $7,600. And so at 283, where were we? 283. So we actually had missed this part of it. And as we were consolidating here, yeah, right here. So as we were consolidating here, I remember this now. So we were coming up here. I'm like, okay, can we get a pullback? So we're starting to sell off. We're starting to sell off. And what I was looking for here is, you know what? As soon I was hoping that we were going to come down here, and we didn't. NVIDIA was so strong. We started getting the turns again here, and that's when I threw it on. And then we had some, back and forth, but we're still starting to work our way up. So I like to use these for entries. Now, obviously, you're going to get these, these turns here and stuff like that. Remember, on the sell side, it's the crosses that you want to be careful of. When you get that cross, and in this case, we had our entry was here. My stop loss on something like this is I'll typically give it like 4 or 5 points. So I'm not really concerned unless it kind of comes down here. So this initial stuff kind of back and forth, but man, when you see that 10x back up, that's reassuring. And then we get chop, chop, chop. We get that 10x back up. That's reassuring. And in this case, I'm looking to see if we can actually get up to, I think it was, $299.91, like basically $300 up at that level. And that was the NVIDIA trade there. And so a couple ways that I'm just kind of using these quick hits to kind of get into trades. And in this case, the quick hits for the SPX, that was a quick trade, didn't last too long. And then in NVIDIA, I'm just kind of timing it to be able to last in a little bit longer and hold it through the wiggles. All right, hope it helps. And looking forward to seeing you on the next rendition of Quick Hits Trades.
Hey, John here with Simpler Trading. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, comment down below and let us know what topic you want to see us cover next. Also, be sure to subscribe and click the bell icon so you can get notified when we release new videos. And if you want to watch us trade in real time using our own money, go to simplertrading.com and learn how to sign up. Good trading, and we'll see you next time.